Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the show. You know what it is. It's Thursday, and not just any Thursday. It is the Thursday before the second Who Runs the World show from the minion overlord herself, the forever ROH Women's Champion, Athena. She will be hosting the show. We are here to talk about it. Joining me tonight, I know. Shout out to my normal co-host, Matt Andrews. Congratulations, my guy, on the birth of your son. Congratulations to you and Angela Armstrong. You guys are gonna be great parents. I have no doubt about that. And which is why he is not here tonight, because he is off popping those bottles, changing those diapers, and being an excellent dad. And I don't know if you've seen this already, bro. If you follow him on TikTok, like the baby had an intro, my guy.
That is amazing. That is how you know you have made it when you get your own introduction into the introduction.
It was so awesome too. And it was awesome because he's like trying to talk all low, but like do his normal. It was awesome, man. If you don't go follow him, the choice, Matt Andrews, follow him on TikTok. Like it's awesome. So shout out to you, my brother. Congratulations once again. But we are here. My co-host, JJ Jefferson. Welcome back to the show, my guy.
Thank you so much for having me on the show, man. I'm excited. Matt, congratulations. Kudos to you. You know, do all the things, enjoy popping all the bottles, and get some rest. That is the best thing that I can say is find some time to get some rest and take advantage of it.
Yes, when you can, man. But enjoy that, my guy. But this Saturday, we have a phenomenal card coming at you. Live from Irving, Texas this time.
Right.
Not at the usual event. But let's talk about Who Runs the World 1 and how epic that was, how grand that event was. And in my mind, how do we move from that to Who Runs the World 2? I'm looking at the time that I had at Who Runs the World 1. And I was already at that point like, this is one of the best shows that I've ever been to, right? On any level. And the fact that all those women went out there and they put it all on the line for everyone. That show, I came away from that show wanting more. So Athena gave us more. And I honestly, looking at this card, man, I feel like she's outdone herself with this card. And the first card was phenomenal, but if it feels like looking at this card, she was trying to outdo that, and she did that by a mile. What are your thoughts on this card as it relates to last card?
Yeah, man, you know, piggybacking on what you said, you know, I hate that I missed the first one live in person, but I did get to watch it on Twitch, which is the beautiful thing about MPX. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to them on Twitch, Metroplex Wrestling or MPX Wrestling. You can find them on Twitch. And I remember the first show, I was like, wow. And it was hit after hit after hit. And then, like you said, Athena, being the minion overlord, being the forever ROH Women's Champion that she is, she had to one-up herself because that's what Athena does best.
Yes.
And here we are this upcoming weekend, Who Runs the World 2. And it's the same feeling going into it. The card, wow.
Yes.
The venue, wow. Like,
wow.
I don't know if you've been to the Southern Junction yet, but when you
I have, and it's perfect. I've seen MMA events run out of there.
Right.
And I was already, when they announced that this was going to be the venue, I was already like, oh, this is going to be a good time. It really is going to be a good time.
Oh, yeah. No, as soon as Southern Junction was named the venue, I was like, oh, okay. This is, like you said, it's known for MMA, but for wrestling fans, especially of today's age, you're in for a treat. Like, if you haven't been to a pro wrestling show live, this weekend, Irving, Texas, at the Southern Junction. This is the one you want to hang your hat on and go see, because this is going to be wow from start to
Yes.
finish.
Yes. And the venue itself, everything is like easy access too.
Right.
And it's a very, very intimate feel to it, but also you have like this big venue feel. It's weird, but it really works. So I'm excited for this to happen in that venue. I really am.
Oh no, it honestly, this is giving me, and you know how I am with MPX and helping them
Yep.
kind of venture out in territories. This is reminiscent of MPX back in 2024 when Destiny was going on at the Epic.
At the Epic, yeah,
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 and
yeah,
MPX was like, "Hey, this is a new venture. This is a new territory. How is this going to work? Is it going to fit? Is it not going to fit?" And everything just blended and molded together. It's happening right now with Who Runs the World 2 at the Southern Junction in Irving. It is going to be a perfect blend. It's
yep.
going to be beautiful. It is a nice card. It's a nice venue. It is going to be a time to be had this upcoming weekend.
Absolutely. And it's perfectly placed right in the middle of the Metroplex. So
Right,
no matter where you are in the Metroplex, it's easy to get to. It's not a far drive, no matter where you are in the Metroplex. I love that
right.
about it because it's dead smack in the center. So, yeah, if you're watching this, shout out to everybody that's tuning in. If you're watching this and you're from the DFW, please do yourself the favor of getting here. I'm going to share a story real quick before we jump into this card. Last show, the Who Runs the World, I sat next to someone that her first wrestling show period was all in Texas, right? And she ended up seeing Athena win the Casino Gauntlet,
Right.
and that prompted her to come to Who Runs the World. And just seeing that, I thought that was really dope. But the time that she had, she was like, this beats that by a mile. And just seeing stories like that, like I encourage you guys, if you come out, give this one a chance. We're gonna go over this card. This card is worth the entry alone, but I know it's gonna be a great time. I know it's gonna be a great time. And shout out to Willie McCoy Jr. What up, brother? We're talking some Who Runs the World 2. We're about to jump into this card. JJ, you ready?
Hey man, I am locked, loaded, and ready to go. We got a lot to cover, man.
We do have a lot to cover. Let's start. We normally keep this one last, but I want to start with this one first because it is the main event and it is a little bit of carryover. Something that I'm really intrigued in. It's carryover from the first show. And
Right.
that is the MPX women's title match between Abaddon and Nixon Newell, who showed up at the end of Who Runs the World. Out of all those surprises, we got this one last. And by the way, she's challenging for the title at this show. So, thoughts on this match? And just first of all, shout out to Nixon Newell because she came and she lit the scene on fire immediately. But thoughts on her coming to MPX, debuting at MPX, and then challenging Abaddon for the title?
I mean, you said a mouthful right there. For those that follow wrestling and that know of the name Nixon Newell and what she can do in the ring, not just with that name, but her name alone,
Yes.
y'all are in for a treat. And me and my best friend, piggybacking on what you said, we were watching it on Twitch, and I remember Abaddon won the match, and we heard the music, but it's music we hadn't heard in a while. So we were like, wait a minute,
Who is?
who is this? Why is
Yes.
it ringing a bell? And then as soon as we saw her face come out, we were like, no, she's here? Like in Bedford, she's here? And now she staked her claim. She's put the wrestling world on notice, and she's going for the MPX Women's title. So call me locked in. Um, Honestly, you already can tell where my alliance lays. I love Abaddon. I love everything that Abaddon has done. Unfortunately for Matthew Palmer in the casket match at the Epic, that's one of my
Ah,
highlights. But
yes, mine too.
um, I don't know, man. I want to see it go both ways, but for me, give me and new at the end of the
Ooh,
night.
are we
Give me
going
and
there?
give me and new.
Wow. Wow. Now oh man, you just forced my hand right there because I wasn't gonna do a prediction. But since we're going there, I gotta tell you, this whole thing has been so surreal. It's been so surreal. So I didn't think I didn't think we'd get Abaddon
Right.
in this time on a normal basis as the champion. I didn't think that was possible.
Not on the
But
bingo card. Nope.
but with them as the champion, am I complaining? Hell no. I'm not complaining at all. It's been awesome seeing them wrestle and putting that title on the line. And by the way, we've gotten some really, really great matchups
Uh-huh.
with them as the champion,
Uh-huh.
representing MPX. And the normalcy, I can't even tell you that I'm used to it because I am a huge fan of Abaddon. I really am. I'm a huge fan of them. And just seeing them get this due and holding the championship has warmed my heart to no degree. I don't want to see them lose this title. I really don't. I really don't. But with that being said, you bring up an excellent point. I can see and knew because we're in uncharted territory, right?
Mm-hmm.
We
Mm-hmm.
are in uncharted territory. Anything can happen. I can see this happening, but for my heart, I'm a bet with my heart right now. I'm betting with my heart. I'm going to retaining this championship because I do think they have brought something very unique to the table. I
Right.
do think that you are seeing the best of them in this era that they're in right now. And I do think this is building their confidence up to a high. And just seeing their activity across social media and all the posts that they're putting up, it just screams yes for me. Like
Right.
I like the confidence that they have right now. So for me personally, I say and still. But uh would I be hurt on an and new really? No, because Nixon Newell brings some exciting opportunities. There's a lot of great matchups if there's and new. There's a lot of great matchups. So
There is, and that's the beautiful thing that I love about this whole, like, why Athena is doing this at this
yes,
level is because we're having these tough conversations of there's so much potential out there that people really don't know about, but as they're seeing it come to light, now you want more. Now you
yes,
want to tune in. Now you want to stay tuned in. And to piggyback on what you said, I wouldn't be mad if we get an and still at the end of the night either, because I love Abaddon. And the last match Abaddon had was against Vert Vixen, I believe, if I'm not
yes,
mistaken.
yes.
And
Fire match.
that was a barn burner. And now it's like you've got Nixon Newell, who we haven't seen in a ring in a while.
Yep.
But Nixon can go like from start to finish,
You know this.
and the crowd is going to be behind regardless, no matter what happens. So you add that element into the mix. It's a venue like Southern Junction. You add the Texas atmosphere that's going on and everything that's blazed the trail from the opening night up until the main event. There's going to be so much momentum in that building that I cannot wait to see another barn burner.
Yes, absolutely. I co-sign that 100% because I do think this is going to be the icing on a very very good cake for
I can
me.
agree. I can agree on that. I can agree on that. Now,
Speak.
where do we go from here afterwards? I don't know, but I'm enjoying the ride when it
Yeah,
happens.
exactly, exactly. Let's speaking of the layers on this thing. Let's jump into a match that I'm really excited for her. And when it was announced that she was coming to MPX, I was very excited because I have never seen her live in action. But she has built so much of a buzz online that this is a huge get for me. And that is Nikki Blackheart taking on La Leona Alejandra Quintanilla.
Yes. Yes. That is another one of those, like you said, I have not seen either one of these women live. I have followed both of them, so I've heard
Yep.
their names. I've seen what they can do. I've seen the clips. I've seen the social media interactions. But seeing these two women go toe to toe, I am locked in. I can't wait to see how this one plays out. And man, I hope we're not doing predictions on this one because I couldn't tell you which way I'm leaning.
You know what? Let's talk about this for a second, right? Because we know that. What's up, everybody? Shout out to everybody commenting. We know that Nikki Blackheart, she's building up a name, right?
Right.
We know she's gotten herself a buzz, but on the flip side of that, so is Allie, right?
Right.
So she's been around, and I've been paying attention to what she's been doing. She's been training at a very, very specific place. And for me, it screams, I'm taking this very seriously, and I intend on leveling up very, very soon. And that place that she's been training is in the dungeon with Natty F and Neihart. She's been back and forth. She's been perfecting that killer instinct, and you learn that only in the dungeon. So I as much as Nikki Blackheart, the buzz that she has, I'm very curious what she's going to bring to the table.
Right.
And I'm very curious what she's going to bring to the table to someone like Alejandro, who's perfecting her craft, but also sharpening it with some very, very, very great tools.
Right. No, I can agree with that because, like we touched on, she's another name that if you're here in Texas, when you hear her name, it's almost synonymous with Texas wrestling because of what she's done across the state of Texas. And so I got another day before Saturday. I'm going to do some more digging. I'm going to do some more research. And I'm so glad to be front row, man. I can't express this enough. Like, I get to witness this up close.
Yes. And the best part about it, the front row sold out, bro.
This is great.
So if you got your front row tickets, congratulations, because they sold out months ago. The second row just sold out, and general admission is quickly selling out, bro. And shout out to Dope Content. Thank you for joining the stream, brother. He says, I'm so mad I'm missing this show. Bro, this ain't a show you really want to miss. This is a show that even if you're on Twitch, get it. You know what I mean? Follow
subscribe.
them. Yep, subscribe. And it's gonna be subscriber only. So subscribe to the channel, man. It's gonna be something you want to watch. And if you can be there before these tickets sell out, get these tickets, because I'm about to tell you another match with some carryover from the last show that's going into this. And oh, by the way, these are bangers. this is gonna be a banger, and that is Charity King, who is the Ashe Women's Champion. Shout out to Ashe, going up against the native beast, Nyla Rose.
Another one that as soon as it was announced, I had marked on my calendar. I could not miss this match. Oh, I can't wait to see this carryover. I can't wait for this one.
Yeah, man. It's like, and for anybody that's watched the first show, you know what's going on. But let's back brief and get them up to speed. So, Who Runs the World 1, Bad Bitch Brawl, these were two of the contestants in it. First of all, the Bad Bitch Brawl was amazing.
Phenomenal. Great name, marketing, phenomenal.
It was amazing, right? But these two, after the match, had unsettled issues to the point that it spilled over backstage.
Into the parking lot.
Athena
On
herself had to
media.
break this up.
Yep.
But it led to this match. And being that this is a one-on-one, this is a grudge match by all intents and purposes, I fully expect these two. This is going to be a knockdown, drag-out fight, in my opinion. And if you look at both women, they don't hold back.
Nope.
When you're in there with them, it ain't an easy night, and they're in there with each other. So I expect this one to be a barn burner, bro.
Man, this one is going to be a singular bitch brawl because when you talk about the things that Nyla Rose has done, like, all right, let's start with Nyla. So when you look at what Nyla Rose has done, it's in her name alone, the Native Beast. She's a former AEW Women's Champion. She has pushed Athena. I remember at one point when they were feuding over the title, and she showed up to Athena's practice ground at NPX. Yeah, at NPX. Had no remorse and put Athena through a door or something like that because they were
through a door.
Yeah, they were that heated with each other. And then on the flip side, you've got Charity King, which for those of you that know Charity King is nothing to play with. And
at all.
I just saw a press conference she did the other day, as a matter of fact, with Meeks, I believe. And they were talking about all the stuff that Charity King has done in the tag team scene with Danny B as part of the King Bees.
King Bees,
down there in Houston, you know about the King Bees.
Yeah.
But
anywhere in South Texas, you know about the King Bees.
Oh yeah, anywhere in South Texas. I remember the first time me and my best friend went to a New Texas show down in Houston, and we saw them. We're like, oh, this is the tag team to look at. Like men, women, it don't matter. Like the Charity King and Danny B, yes. And now Charity is in her own spotlight, doing her own thing, making her own impact, blazing her own trail, kicking her own ass, and now she's got her eyes locked on Nyla Rose. And that is dangerous to have somebody like Charity King locked in on you.
Yep. It is the classic irresistible force meeting the immovable object.
Oh, yeah. I hope they bend down the ring for that one because
you're going to have to.
there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, that is going to be a Hoss fight.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And for the referee, hunker down. It's going to be a tough time in there. I'm just going to tell you, hunker down. For anybody that is sitting front row like I am, go ahead and put your feet up on the rail. Go ahead and get a nice little squeeze. Because
when they hit
coming,
the rails,
bro. It's coming. hey, for the referee, don't talk from now until bell time because you're gonna be screaming. You're gonna need all the vocal cords for this one. For real, man. But yes. That one was an early announcement that had me truly excited because again, it's carryover and it's those two.
Right.
And you know it's gonna be something phenomenal. But this next one, I'm equally, speaking of Bad Bitch Brawl, I'm equally as excited because who's in this match. And that is the second Bad Bitch Brawl. So it's kind of a gambit, bro. So we got Reza Clark, we got Hyon, we got Tate Vita Gamer from WoW, which if you don't watch WoW, watch it. It comes on late nights, and I think it's on. I have it on DVR, but I think it comes on Saturdays, late nights. But if you have DVR is worth the watch. These ladies kill it. And she's one of those, which I'm very excited to see her in this match. And also in this match is the virtuosa.
Deonna Purrazzo.
And I just want to thank publicly whoever made this possible. Thank you, thank you, and thank you, and thank you. I can't thank you enough. There's not enough time in this show for me to express my true gratitude for you getting the virtuosa down to Texas to wrestle live in front of us. Thank you so much.
That part.
But this bad bitch brawl, there's so many unique styles in this one match. It's crazy.
And you know what's funny? Because now that I'm thinking back to the last Bad Bitch Brawl, because again, it's that carryover effect.
Yep.
When it was announced, we didn't really know what that meant. And
Right.
then on the night of the show, we got the announcement that it's no DQ,
Yep.
anything goes, elimination style.
Yes.
And that was on the spot that night. So who knows what
Will
the
they
Bad Bitch
switch
Brawl
up?
Part 2 is gonna look like.
That is a very good observation. Very good observation. Love it.
Yeah, so I mean, we could see the same thing. We could see it being a tag team style. We could see it being a gauntlet style. I don't know what it's gonna look like, but again, like you said, thank you to whoever put this together because you have put four of the most unique, charismatic, hard hitting. Because when you talk about Reza Clark, you have to throw in hard hitting and just all around unique styles of wrestling, especially for women's wrestling. There's four different styles going into this match.
Yes. Yes. All different, but I think this will produce a lot of fireworks because everything is so different. And you're right. Depending on the circumstance of this match, like it's hard to predict a winner.
Yeah.
And that's even with Deonna Purrazzo in this match, by the way. Because
I mean, there's no clear
really
cut
up for
favorite.
grabs. Right.
There's no clear cut. I mean, if you look at it and say, okay, if we based on the first Bad Bitch Brawl, and if we throw all the rule books out the window, I would say Reza Clark maybe
number one. Yep.
Only because of what we've seen happen with set 6 and some of the anger and the frustration. Former women's champion. I know Reza probably has a lot that she's been wanting to get out of the tank.
Yeah.
But when you start mixing in those other little elements here and there, it could go this way. It could go the Virtuosa's way. It could be a high-on type of match. Who knows?
Who knows? Right. I do like your analysis here on Reza, especially because I do feel like she has a lot to prove, especially with this being Who Runs the World 2 and her want to get back into that title picture. She's talked about it on regular MPX shows that this is something that she wants to get back to. She wants to get back to the title. And I do think this match does kind of provide her, especially with the caliber of women in this match.
Right.
It provides her with a clear path to the title should she walk out of here the winner.
Right.
So I like that. But again, you could say that for any other woman in this match.
You really could, because again, it goes back to what we said, full circle. I mean, the matches alone, if you think about it, Abaddon versus Hyon, Abaddon versus Deonna Purrazzo. You can
first
see
of all,
Nixon.
you can stop right there.
I'm just saying.
You can stop right there. Abaddon versus Deonna Purrazzo. Book it.
Sign me up.
book that. Book that immediately. Yes, that like whoever comes out of this, and that's what I like about this card because it presents so many opportunities, and not just on this match, right? So let's look at the trios tag team match. We got a trios tag team match. So
man, the trios tag team match. This one, I had this one circled, but I'm gonna let you go first.
You had this one circled?
I had when it was announced, I had it circled, and I'll tell you why. But I want you to go first.
No. I'm looking forward to this one too because of two people in particular, right? So we got We got Fire and Fury, which is Nova Phoenix and Morgan Mercy, with
Right.
Anarch at Ash going up against Ella Envy, Shay Carmichael, and Evelyn Carter. And just the fact that I'm getting Fire and Fury together, I'm very intrigued about that. I'm very, very intrigued about that. Now, we've seen them in action here recently, and it looks like they're tuning up for this match, but the chemistry is off the charts still. So you add somebody like, and Anarch at Ash is a wild card. She is a joker, and I like that for them because she can kind of distract, whereas they are coordinated.
Right.
I like that, but you have enough on the other end of that, and Shay Carmichael, Ella Envy, and Evelyn Carter. That's a lot of speed in one tag team, bro.
Right.
So I'm very, very intrigued about it. What did you have?
So here's how I'm feeling about this one, because when I look at all 6 of those names, these are all 6 women that I follow. And I was like, wow, they really did not just spoil me the way that they did, but they did. So thank you, MPX, and thank you to whoever put this match together, because when you, like we've been doing, it's that carryover, not just from the last show, but just from their careers in general.
Yep.
Yeah, overall. I remember the first time I saw Evelyn Carter was back at the Purge when she took on Hilda.
Yep.
And I said, wow, this Evelyn Carter has it. I don't know what it is, but Evelyn Carter is a name to look out for. And she's been doing her thing everywhere she's gone. Shay Carmichael has been blazing her own trail through MPX and everywhere else that she's gone. And it's like, wow, Shay Carmichael is another one of those names you got to remember. Ella Envy is the one wild card that I don't know about, but I have heard. And I'm curious to see live, because when you look at the other side, you look at Fire and Fury, like you said, Morgan Mercy and Nova Phoenix. They just gave the Scorn a run for the tag team titles about a week or 2 ago.
That's what I was talking about.
Because Fire
That's what I was
Fury
talking about.
They know how to go.
Yep.
And the very last one here, Anarch at Ash, has been one of those ones that is me and on my best friend's radar for months now. And we have seen Anarch at Ash at Baracho Pro. We have seen Anarch at Ash at New Texas Pro.
Yep.
And it's like every time you see Anarch at Ash, it's something better every time. And I don't know if Dan the Man is watching, but I hope he does. Ash's daddy, when it comes down to Dan, just have to throw that out there.
I've seen that. You are making a bold statement, sir. You were making a very bold statement. I can't co-sign that. I don't want no problems.
Hey, two out of 3 falls.
Oh man. But Anarch at Ash was she was at Who Runs the World 1. She was London Dior's partner. Right. And I thought seeing her, because this was my first time seeing her live, I thought there was a lot there for her. And I like this pairing for her, because based off what she did with London Dior, like ultimately they didn't gel. But right. I feel like this scenario is way better for her. Because she can be the distraction. She can be the bait, if you will, to the power of Fire and Fury.
Right.
That's dangerous for anybody, because what I saw is people didn't really take her seriously, and she was causing problems at Who Runs the World 1. And I think if you put her in this scenario, you're in trouble.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I can't wait for this one. People are in for a treat regardless. And I'm glad you said that, because we can echo this 1,000 times over, because we still have another match to talk about. But everything on this card, there's guaranteed to be something for somebody. There's something for everybody on this card, whether you're a vet, whether you're a diehard fan, if this is your first time checking it out, if you're massive into women's wrestling, if you're just getting into women's wrestling, if you're just getting into wrestling in general, there is something on this card somewhere that is
Some
going to gravitate to you and make you be like, oh, let me see what this is about. And then once you get hooked, you're in.
Now, I do want to put out that there is a match on this card that I'm aware of. I just don't know who's participating in the second spot. So Marina Shafir has been announced for this card,
Right.
but I don't know who she's taking on.
It's funny that you said that because I remember seeing something the other day. I think it was either Marina's social page or somebody's social page, but I think it's called a 2-shot challenge. Or
You are correct. You are correct. I do
something
remember
like
seeing
that.
that.
Yeah,
I do
so
remember seeing that, but I don't remember who's the opponent. I know them. Now that you say that, I know that match got announced.
I'm excited for it regardless because Marina Shafir, I mean, backstory on Marina Shafir, everybody knows her as the problem. I got to, see her outside of the problem when she came to the Epic and was like, hi, can I use your workout floor to work out? And I was like, yeah, of course. Go right ahead. And then 35 minutes later, she switches it up, gets in the mode, gets in the ring, and she absolutely drops a 350-pound man. And I was like,
well, damn.
huh?
Well,
that's not
what's
the
on that
same.
floor?
No.
I need to go work out up there. What's up there? But do you know Marina Shafir was one of the 4 horsewomen? Did you know that? And
Sure did.
people tend to forget that, but absolutely legitimate.
Oh, without a doubt.
Absolutely will beat the crap out of someone.
I absolutely dare somebody to walk up to her and say you're not part of the 4 horsewomen and see the response that you get. by all means, good day to you.
Yes, good luck. But I real quick about Marina. I've become such a fan of what she's doing, especially with the Death Riders and how she's playing the role of kind of the silent enforcer, but showing that strength. Oh, look. Thank you, Lars. She's facing Ray Lynn. Two-shot challenge.
There we go.
Thank you. Thank you for watching. But yeah, she's taking on Ray Lynn, 2-shot challenge. But I've been really, really impressed with her growth so far. And I do think this Death Riders angle has given her such a boost. And it makes me happy to see her growing how she's growing. She's really becoming a dominant force, and I'm pretty sure good things are on the horizon for her. Really.
Oh, without a doubt.
But 2-shot challenge. Listen, Marina, I'm gonna need you to take care of business because these 2-shot challenges, bro. Did you see the last one?
Unfortunately, yes, and I'm glad that I wasn't there live. I'm a little terrified because of what we just talked about. But again, I'm not going to be that one to say anything. I'm going to mind my business, do my thing, and just enjoy.
So I'm thinking we hit the bar before this match. And, round for round, whenever there's 2, we get a shot. What do you say?
I'm down for it. I'm down for it.
Cool. Cool. That's all we need. But let's get the one that made a lot of people. This is the match that made a lot of people buy tickets. When it was announced that she was coming to MPX, tickets sold out literally within hours. The first row sold out literally within hours. And it was announced that Chris Statlander, who is now the AEW women's world champion, is coming to MPX. And just the fact that she was announced was a big deal.
Right.
But then it was announced what type of match she was going to be in.
Oh, man.
Then it was announced who was in this match.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. So it's the AEW Women's World Champion, Chris Statlander, taking on Maya World and her friend turned nemesis, London Dior.
Uh-huh.
Lock me in, bro. Like when it was announced that Chris was gonna be there, immediate purchase, bro.
Oh, without a doubt.
Immediate purchase. Like, soon as tickets are on sale, click. All right, first row, let's go. You know what I mean? First row, let's go. Then it was announced that this was the match. And I'm like, oh my goodness.
Uh-huh.
This is a bomb waiting to detonate. It really is a bomb waiting to detonate.
This match alone has main event caliber written on it.
All over it.
In any company, on any platform, on any given night. It doesn't matter if it is for the title or not a title, which we know there's no titles on the line in this one, but it doesn't need a title to have such weight behind it, because this is going to be a match that you remember for ages after this is over.
Yep. Now, for my personal taste, I would have liked a little bit of extra. I'll put the AEW Women's title on the line. I would have liked that, but I ain't complaining. I'm not complaining. Trust me, I'm not complaining. The history between Maya World and London Dior and the rivalry that these two ladies have, putting that in the ring with Chris Statlander, I'm very curious to see how that hatred may cost one of them the match, because I'm already betting on it. I'm already betting on that, right? But two, what does that hatred look like with Chris Statlander in there? Because now, do I hate you enough to not pin the AEW Women's World Champion? That's what we're talking about right now. Do I hate you so much that I will lose focus on possibly pinning the AEW Women's World Champion? I mean, honestly, these two have some very, 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 very huge hatred towards each other. Like, any chance they get, they do not take the chance to take the high road with each other. Never. I haven't seen it since they fell out. The only thing I'm worried about is, can they put those feelings aside? Because I know they're going to want to go at each other. They're in the same ring and stakes are high. I know they're going to want to go at each other. Can they put those differences aside for just a little bit of time, enough to focus on pinning Chris Statlander?
You know what? We just talked a lot about a disagreement and hatred. I need to call my boy Jamal, because this sounds like a topic for the Ignorant Show. We could use some of this on our show. But to piggyback on what you were saying, I honestly don't think the hatred is going to go anywhere at any point, because a beautiful thing that's been leading up to this has been the training videos where Athena
they're trying to outdo each other.
They're trying to outdo each other, and Athena has to be that mediator in between them. And it takes a lot for Athena to say, you know what, I'm done. I don't care.
I wash my hands with it. Yeah,
I'm washing my hands. I'm over it. And it's gotten to that point because, like you touched on, Maya and London have such a disdain for each other, and now you get to put that on spotlight for the world to see. And we know Maya World, she's the it girl.
Yep.
We know London Dior. Everything London Dior, it's about her. But now, like you said, can you, in some way, shape, form, or fashion, if the opportunity presents itself, can I let go of that hatred for a 3 count, for 3 seconds?
3 seconds, bro.
To pin the AEW Women's World Champion.
Right. And listen, for everybody watching this, like, that don't sound like a big deal. But it is.
It is.
It is. They don't like each other that much. Like,
And you
I
know what
don't want
else?
you to succeed. That's the baseline. I don't want you to succeed at all.
That is the
Like,
baseline. And to piggyback on that baseline, we all know what a triple threat match means. The rules are already technically not there. So there's nothing stopping the referee from saying, hey, if they just want to go outside and fight, and Chris literally just puts her feet up for a little bit and just watches them fight, okay,
so
so
be
be
it.
it. So be it. Like, they're gonna fight it out. And if they get tired, maybe one of them will, let Chris get some shots in, or they may get some aggression out on Chris, but then it's back on top of each other. They're back at it. They're back at it again.
Yep.
So I don't know, man. There's so many combustible elements in this match alone. And like you said, Chris Statlander being Chris Statlander, especially lately with the transition that Chris is going through and the transformation and really embracing what it means to be the AEW Women's World Champion right now and having just defeated Tony Storm. Chris is in another galaxy right now.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely.
So
She's
Chris is going to
definitely
be
leveled up.
focused. She's
Yeah.
going to be focused.
Yep. She's definitely leveled up. And that's dangerous because they say the champion becomes 30% better once they're champion. And she's definitely proven that to be the case. But one thing I do want to touch on outside this card, because we have a couple more things that we got to focus on. One being Aubrey. Referee Aubrey is going to be in the building for that.
Right.
But in the case of Chris Statlander, she's been, if you watch Dynamite, somebody who was at Who Runs the World 1, Mercedes Moné, has put a target squarely on her back. Now, we've seen her pop up just out of the blue she blew everybody's minds at Who Runs the World 1, right? Just waltzed on out there and casually let everybody lose their collective minds. Who's to say? She knows where MPX is. She knows where we're gonna be. Who's to say Mercedes Moné won't pop up at Who Runs the World 2 and tries to cross Chris Statlander this match? I'm just saying, she's been on her belt collector thing for a minute now.
Yeah, no, she is like, what, 11 and a half, 12 belts Moné or something
12
like
belts
that
Moné. Yep.
Yeah.
Who's to say?
You make a good point. And, to piggyback on what you said, because I've seen some chirpings on social media as well. We don't know who's going to pull up at the Southern Junction in Irving, because
there are rumors.
It seems to be an open invite. There
are rumors
that it's only getting bigger and bigger.
Yep.
Everybody wants to be down in Texas.
Yep.
And why not make a name for yourself, or, try to make a little, whatever you want to call it, at the expense of Athena. Now, is it a good thing sometimes? I don't know. I'd be the one to cross Athena like that. But, Athena, she's going to handle business the way she handles business. And that can be a real good thing, or it can be a real bad thing.
It may be a real bad thing for anybody thinking that. Don't do that to yourself. Not, she's at home, bro. Don't do that to yourself. But speaking of Athena, one of the titles that she introduced to us, and which I'm really curious if it makes an appearance on this show, and that is the American Joshi Championship. I'm very curious if this comes out and play in this show. So there's a lot to look forward to. Again, there are rumors, there are grumblings. There was someone on IG saying that they may pull up to the show. We don't know that to be true. I'm just saying, she's a hugger. And
I mean, a time is going to be had. Let me just put it like that. A time is going to be had. If you have not already, we say it 1,001 times, but I'm going to say it 1,001 more. Please do yourself the favor of locking in, subscribe on Twitter. I know the Texas weather is supposed to get bad this weekend. Let's go ahead and throw it out there.
It's a perfect time to be indoors, bro.
It's the perfect time to be indoors, but we're in Texas. It may rain, but then next thing you know, it's gonna be sunny and bright outside. But
Exactly.
if you don't want to brace the elements, subscribe on Twitch. You can kick your feet up on the couch, watch at home, subscription, support the men and women, especially in this case, the women who are going to be putting it all out there from start to finish. But if you can, come on down to Irving, Texas. Come on out to Southern Junction. Have a great time, and it is going to be a show to remember.
Yep.
I'm so glad I got my voice back in time. I was worried at the beginning of this week when I couldn't talk. I had to cancel 2 podcasts. I was like, oh man, it's gonna be that kind of week. And
Oh man,
then
I'm
look
glad you
at
got
that.
it back. I'm glad you got it back.
I'm glad to be back because we're still not done with surprises. You know, MPX. I seen y'all's post y'all made, seeing if the city of Fort Worth is coming out to represent. We're gonna be in touch. Uh-huh. Yeah. We got a lot going on. So I can't wait, guys. Can't wait to
Now
see
you have
y'all
my
again.
antennas up.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, folks, Southern Junction, Texas, this Saturday, October 25th. Get there. If you cannot get there, go to twitch.com, search Metroplex Wrestling, subscribe. It is very, very, very worth your time, very worth your money. You will not be disappointed. Again, these matches, they haven't even happened yet. And I'm already like, bro, this is gonna be one of the best times I think I've ever had. And I'm saying that off the strength because the last show was the best time I've ever had at a wrestling show.
Locked in from start to finish, just locked in, enjoying it all, taking it all in. I can't wait, man.
I can't either. I cannot either. This is gonna be. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be hoarse Sunday. I'm gonna be like you. I'm gonna lose my voice, but it's gonna be all right. We'll be good. We'll be good. But any last words, my guy, before we wrap it up, we get out of here?
Man, the only thing I can think of is, once again, thank you for having me as a guest. Matt Andrews, again, congratulations to you and the family. Wish nothing but happiness and success for you guys, because trust me, that dad life is real. I know what it's like, so shout out to y'all and congratulations. And for everybody else, if you've missed out, if you want to dabble into MPX, see what's going on, you've been out for a while, you want to get back in, I'm telling you, this is the time to get in, because the independents are on fire. And this weekend, we find out once again who runs the world 2. I can't express how much I'm ready for this show. I'm so glad to be there in person, locked in, ready for this one.
Yeah, man, this is going to be a great time. And to piggyback what you said, especially on the independent wrestling, please go support your locals. Support your local independent wrestling. It's a very good time, and you just are gonna have a great time. I can't stress that enough. You're gonna have a great time. And Athena said this in an article. Shout out to Joey Hayden. He wrote an article. If you haven't read it, please go read it. It's a very phenomenal article that he did. But in it, Athena said she knows her girls are gonna do good. I fully co-sign that. I know it's gonna be a great time. I know they're gonna work hard for us. We're going to be entertained. If you haven't gotten your tickets, I highly suggest purchase this ticket, go in, be part of the experience. A lot of the MPX faithful are going to be there. The MPX faithful are a wonderful crowd to hang around. It's like a family. You're going to have a good time. We're all going to be screaming, yelling, cheering, booing, and we invite you to come take part in that. So go get that ticket before they sell out. Get in the door, and let's have a good time.
Let's do it.
All right, my guy. Thank you so much for joining in tonight. I really appreciate it. I love when you come through. It's always a good time. So
Oh
I
yeah, man.
appreciate you.
Anytime, like I said, all you gotta do is just hit me up, and you know, if you ever want to get ignorant again, because I made a note about that Maya World London Dior. I think we might have another episode coming soon, because
Hey,
that's gonna be a fun one.
invite me on. I'm there. All right, you guys. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you to the chat for such a wonderful time. Until next time, you know what it is. Take care of each other. Enjoy what you're going to enjoy. Peace.
And I know it's all business, all business, all business. We give them no gimmick. Yeah. And I know it's all business, all business, all business. We give them no gimmick. Yeah. And I know it's all business, all business, all business. We give them no gimmicks, gimmicks.